local, late breaking. You're watching KOLD News 13 this morning.
Hey, we're going back into Roberta's closet. We'll show you the progress as this viewer gets organized in 08.
Plus, it's your chance to get free help from a professional organizer. We have one of Tucson's best right here in the studio waiting for your questions. Head to KOLD.com right now and click on the New This Morning blog.
Good morning. It's time for our Organized 08 Challenge, and this morning we have Carolyn Sanger here with us, one of Tucson's professional organizers. Good morning, Carolyn.
Good morning.
Okay, so we want to talk about the tip of the day, which is all about hangers.
Yes.
What the Tucson professional organizers are saying to do, and we have the information up on the screen too, I believe. Do we have that? Put all the hangers facing backward in the closet. If you don't wear them for the next 6 months, then give them away. So, and you say this is something you do, you just posted on the blog and said that you do that when you wear something.
Yes.
How does that work?
I mean, I hang all the clothes in one direction, and when I've worn something, I simply reverse the hanger, and then I know that I've worn it before. And after the second time it's worn, then it's automatically headed for the laundry.
Oh, I can't do that rule because I always spill on everything I wear. But
so you can get rid of it the first time.
I just do it the first time, but that's a good
tip.
tip.
I do it with sweaters. I mean, at the end of the season, I want to make sure that everything's cleaned and put away for the next fall.
Sure.
And so I can tell which sweaters I've actually worn because I've put them in the cabinet in a reversed fashion.
Okay.
And
if you didn't wear it all winter, then what the heck? Give it away.
Right. I'm not sure that I would stick to the 6-month rule.
How long would you do?
I personally will keep things 2 or 3 years.
Oh no, you must have a big closet, Carolyn.
No, I don't. I don't.
Okay, well, good advice, and you're here blogging.
I've learned how to go all the way up as high as the shelves will permit me to.
Oh, you're a stacker. Okay, good, good. And you're going to be here offering free advice for people all morning, so all they have to do is log on to our website, KOLD.com. Thank you, Carolyn. We'll let you get back to work here.
All right.
And so for more tips, all of you who are at home or to ask a question, head to KOLD.com, scroll all the way down, left-hand side, and click on the New This Morning blog.
It is 5:52. It's time for our Organized 08 Challenge this morning. We have actually Carolyn Sanger in the newsroom. Thanks for joining us, Carolyn.
Well, thank you.
Now, her specialty is getting organized, that is, and one thing in particular, you're talking about paper.
Yes.
And one of the things, like for me, you know, or somebody else has posed a question to you, put the paper in one place, and by Wednesday it looks so bad. What do we do with that? Do we even keep them? Is there a place that we should put all these papers?
Well, I actually keep something like this right in my kitchen. So the moment I walk in with stacks of paper, this is what I can do with it. I've got an area to refer things to other people, so that if it's my husband's or it's my kids' stuff, there's a place for it. I've got a place for bills. I've got a place for phone calls that I need to make in response to an invitation or a notice from an organization that came in. At the end of 8 minutes from walking in the house, every piece of paper has been distributed like dealing cards, and I can go back to it an hour later or 5 weeks later and find what I need. Even reading. I keep stuff that's time sensitive in a small file.
I see that. Very good.
But then I keep stuff that I may choose to read over months in something that expands.
Very good. Carolyn Sanger, that is a great tip, and keeping it color-coded as well is a good one as well. So our tip of the day, if you're wondering, from our Tucson professional organizers, that we heard earlier, put all hangers facing backward in the closet. If you don't wear them for the next 6 months, then you'll know because they're still facing that same direction. Then you might want to give them away. For more tips like this, and to ask Carolyn a question, head to KOLD.com and click on the New This Morning blog. It is 6:14. It's time for your Organized 08 Challenge this morning. We have Carolyn Sanger here with us live. Thanks for joining us once again.
Thank you for letting me be here.
She's been here all morning long. She is answering your questions for our professional organizer. And today, you're talking about questions that you've actually fielded and some projects as well. Your specialty is getting papers organized.
Yes.
I'm sure you've probably stumbled across some surprising things when you're helping other families out. What's one of the more surprising items you found when dumping out papers?
Really, the best thing is that I've never failed to find money. Often
really?
Absolutely. Often it is an envelope with 5 crisp $100 bills that were taken out of an ATM 4 years ago in preparation for a vacation, but by the time the vacation actually occurred, the envelope had been lost under more piles.
Wow, now that's motivation to get organized.
And the other thing, the other thing is that often I will find hundreds of dollars of checks that have never been deposited, and they could be 5 or 6 years old, but for hundreds of dollars it's worth contacting the company and saying, please reissue new checks, let me mail the originals back to you.
Yeah, I have that problem all the time, not depositing checks, because I don't have to worry about
no, not at all.
Exactly, and you said a good thing to do when you're organizing. Once you come in and you get somebody to help organize to keep the discipline up, how do they do that?
Discipline is a word that people don't want to hear. They want a magic genie, an organizing wizard to come in, do it once, and allow it to be.
It's going to stay that way.
It's going to be that way. It's going to be that way forever. And unfortunately, it can't remain that way unless you just keep it up. But breaking disagreeable tasks into manageable chunks of time is the only way that I can advise people to actually stay on top of the chaos that could ensue otherwise. Piles are only delayed decision making.
Yes.
And what I want people to do is make decisions. I want it, I need it, there's a place for it, or it's history.
Good advice. Carolyn Sanger, thanks for joining us. And here's your tip of the day from Tucson Professional Organizers. Put all hangers facing backwards in the closet. Now, if you don't wear them for the next 6 months, then give them away. For more tips and to ask Carolyn a question while she's here live in the newsroom, just head to KOLD.com and click on the New This Morning blog.